Well, things just finished up here out at Eldredge Park in Orleans, Massachusetts, where the Falmouth Commodores scored their first win over the Orleans Firebirds of the season, the first in 3 tries. Carter Bainbridge along with Logan Soforenko with you here on Closing the Door. So as we wrap things up, Logan, the first thing that comes to mind, the difference in production in the top of the order for these two teams today.
Absolutely. I talked about it in opening the door, especially when it comes to the Falmouth Commodore pitching staff. They had to attack batters 1, 2, and 3 for the Orleans Firebirds. Now, here's the difference right now. The Orleans Firebirds tonight, their 1 through 3 hitters, 2 for 13. Falmouth Commodores hitters, 1, 2, 3, 7 for 13. And I know the scoreboard says 6-2, but that's a big difference maker right there.
Well, if your table setters and your guys clean up behind them, it makes a huge difference. And it took until the 9th inning for Orleans to get its runs in this game. Meanwhile, the Dores had 3 innings where they scored 2 apiece in them, and that was more than enough to take down a struggling Firebirds team right now. But Logan, the Dores got good contributions from the mound as well.
Yeah, we talked about how important it was to give the starting pitchers, Drew Sommer specifically, some run support. He had 4 runs, went 3 innings, but then he yielded way to Philip Abner, who got the win tonight. 4 innings pitch, and then you got Mikey Tepper doing some good stuff. Obviously, the 2 runs came in. In my opinion, they shut him out because it was a complete victory. That's honestly what we're taking away. This was a complete victory. All the pitchers were rolling tonight. The bats were on fire. They didn't just get X amount of runs in one part of the game. They got some in the beginning, the middle, and the latter stages. So carry that momentum into tomorrow.
It was strong pitching, clean defense, and the usual suspects providing the production in the lineup, I should say. Alex Mooney and Colby Halter both with 3 hit days, hitting in their number 1 and 2 spots as per usual. But now, Logan, the Dores have a challenge tomorrow in a Western Division foe, the surprise team of this summer, the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, who have been playing a hot brand of baseball.
Yeah, the Hyannis Harbor Hawks seem to be what the Falmouth Commodores are to the 2022 Cotuit Kettleers. The Hyannis Harbor Hawks just have Falmouth's way, but they trail. Last time we checked, they were trailing to the Wareham Gatemen. So tomorrow, you just got to bear down, buckle in, use the comforts of home, take the momentum, the fact that you drove an hour and 20 minutes the day before to get a win at Orleans, use home, and do some good stuff. Tomorrow should be a fun day. Big crowd on hand, military appreciation night, and realistically, the Falmouth Commodores should have won the first game where they took on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. They ended up falling in walk-off fashion. A little bit of different energy now with the Arkansas guys. They're getting their first looks. No Braden Taylor this time around. New pitchers on the bump, and our pitchers have really been settling in. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Well, the Dores are back at Gov Fuller Field tomorrow to take on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks for the 3rd time this season. The Hawks are currently in 2nd place in the Western Division and gaining ground on the Cotuit Kettleers. But that's going to do it tonight for us out at Eldredge Park. The Falmouth Commodores just took down the Orleans Firebirds by a score of 6-2. I'm Carter Bainbridge. That's Logan Soforenko. This has been Closing the Door, but we're not done. Trey Redfield has more with one of tonight's hitting heroes, Colby Halter.
Carter, thanks so much. I'm with the guy who got it done at the plate tonight. Colby Halter, he went 3 for 4 with a 2-run home run along with an RBI single. Colby, you hear that stat line. How's that make you feel?
Pretty good, for sure.
Just pretty good?
I feel great about it.
You should feel great about it. You were dominant. Now you have all your Commodore teammates just staring at you. You have a couple of phones being recorded. What's it like to be with these guys each and every night?
Yeah, it's awesome. Get to play with guys like Alex Mooney, just a stud. Mikey Tepper, Grayson Hitt, all these guys, they're all awesome. So
You talked about Alex Mooney. He's a guy, when he's in the dugout and you're at bat, he always screams, "It just means more." You being in the SEC,
yeah.
what's it like being with Alex all the time, going back to back in the order?
Yeah, he just doesn't really know what it's like to play in the SEC. He plays in the ACC. No hate, but no, I'm just
you have an old school style at the plate. You show off the socks. You're choked up on the bat. You crowd the batter's box. You steal a lot of bases too. What's that old school vibe like to you?
Yeah, I just like to carry myself as a hard worker and just bust my butt all around the field. So if that comes off as old school, then that's awesome, and that's something I like for sure.
You guys come all the way on the other side of Cape Cod and get a win tonight. How important is that?
Yeah, it'll make the bus ride home a lot more fun. There's no doubt.
Now, take me through that 2-run home run, 1 pitch, 1 blast. What was going through your mind? Just see a fastball and take a yard, basically?
Yeah, just saw a heater up in the zone and didn't miss it. So,
last one for you. Hyannis tomorrow, a team that's 2nd in the East. How important is it to keep the good times rolling right now?
Yeah, whenever the bats are hot, you want to keep swinging them as long as you can. So we're going to try to keep that rolling into tomorrow. Take care of Hyannis.
Colby Halter, 3 for 4 tonight with 3 RBIs along with a 2-run blast. He and the Commodores take down the Firebirds by a score of 6-2 behind a crowd that is filled all over behind this camera. That's going to do it from Eldredge Park. That's Colby. I'm Trey. We'll see you on Friday.